so further updates as they have kind of developed. This demonstration is basically everything that's happening with part 3 of the dissertation. Part 3 is composed of a collection of smaller collections of notes, so groups of notes that are to be interpreted by the performer in any order at any octave. So they basically create the piece with my building blocks. So I put together the building blocks and they assemble the rest of the piece. For the electronics, I wanted to have some way to create multiple layers. A lot of the systems that I'm using, especially in the piano or in the composition of the instrumental part, uses monophonic writing, and the reason for that is so I can transfer it across multiple different instruments. So I wanted to be able to create some kind of layering. So what this patch does is this allows me to create or to bring in a sound source. In this case, I'm playing back a recording that I have. I can then, in real time, record parts of that and then manipulate those parts, which I will show in a moment. In order to make this as functional as possible, there are a couple of small distortions that I can do, and I have 2 recording areas currently. It's unlikely that I will add more just because of the nature of being able to turn things on and off and make sure that one thing is playing properly and all of that. So anyway, without further ado, a quick demonstration. Okay, so that was the demonstration. That was a piece, I'm going to have to remember what the name of the piece is, called Polka Party. It was a jazz trio, bass, piano, and trumpet. And what I was able to do is there are certain areas that I step into that record, and then when I step out they start recording, or they start looping the recording. When I move my arm quickly horizontally, that activates a overdrive or a form of distortion, and then vertical motion turns it off. And then there are trigger points. There are 2 that are up here, and there are 2 that are down here that allow me to go in and manipulate the pitch. of the setting. It is possible, and something that I might look into is manipulating the playback speed as opposed to just manipulating the pitch. So that's the demonstration so far. Hope you enjoyed.